Wait a couple minutes, let some more people trickle in here this morning. All right, good Tuesday morning, everybody. Forecaster Josiah Acheampong here with your latest weather update here on YouTube. Taking a quick look at our sky cam there in Clarendon, you could see the water droplets there on the lens, those obscure and ooh, overcast conditions there in Clarendon, but no doubt seeing those damp roadways out there for sure. As taking a second look at our Skycam in Bushland, we're noticing there along I-40, you could see those damp conditions as well, overcast conditions. Give yourself a little extra time. Even getting in this morning myself, I had a little ponding on some roadways getting in here, and also some areas are also dealing with some lower visibility as well. So traveling in your morning commute, give yourself a little extra time. I'd rather be safe than sorry this morning, especially with some additional rain. Now, how much rain have we actually picked up over the last couple of hours? Well, this is actually the wrong thing. Let's see here. Let's get the right one. There we go. Oop. Actually, we're going to take a look at our radar. We're going to look at some of the areas that are still experiencing some rain this morning. You can see the stripe of I don't want to call them downpours, but just batch of heavier rain that's crossing along I-40 into Amarillo down toward Canyon, passing through Hereford in the process. Taking a closer look at some of that rain. Grab the umbrellas, especially if you are in one of these areas between Amarillo and Canyon down, excuse me, along I-27 from Milo Center over into Canyon. You're also dealing with some rain as well along 60. So definitely, again, make sure you have the umbrellas, the rain boots this morning, especially if you send the kiddos off to school this morning. We've picked up a decent amount of rain over the last 3 days. Most of this falling, of course, over the evening. While this isn't perfect, this is going to be a Doppler estimate of some of the rain, radar estimates. Picking up some places, especially our northeastern regions, picking up anywhere between 1 to 2+ inches of rain, especially in uh, Lipscomb and Hemphill counties. You're also noticing some additional heavy rainfall over portions of near Guyman, just south of Guyman, along the border of the Texas-Oklahoma panhandles. And over in Tucumcari, you've actually come in with about 2 inches of rain over the last couple of days as well. But you can notice that areas mainly south of I-40 have struggled to really pick up rain. We're pairing these damp conditions as well with their lower visibility as well. We've had some visibility issues, especially in our northern areas such as Dumas, Dalhart, Clayton, and even Guyman now down to 2 miles an hour. Childress as well coming in with a visibility of 3 miles an hour. So as you hit the roads this morning, give yourself a little extra time because it's not just damp out there, it's also visibly challenging. So give yourself a little extra space when you're driving behind another vehicle. Taking a look at our planner for the rest of today as you send the kiddos off to school this morning, you'll notice overcast and dreary conditions. This morning, but those clouds are hard to get rid of throughout today. We could try and get some thinning later today with some of those cloud covers, but the damage will be done in terms of our temperatures. So, for those who are looking for a fall preview, looking to have sweater weather come around, this is going to be your taste of some of that for sure. With temperatures stuck in the 60s, nearly 30, well, at this point, we could struggle to have temperatures get 20 degrees rather below average to where they should be for this time of year. So, definitely a cooler air mass currently in place, but the good news is it doesn't last for much longer. So if you do want that pumpkin spice latte, today's the day to do it. Taking a look and timing at some of the additional rain we might be dealing with, we could see that we clear out with some of the rain. However, temperatures are struggling. I do think that the temperatures shown here are just a little bit overdone and just a bit more optimistic. Should we get some additional breaks in the cloud cover? However, what you will notice is that we could have additional rainfall, mainly for portions of Union County and areas in our northern half, I would say north of I-40, that we could experience some additional rainfall, heavy batches of rain that will last similar to today. with today's morning commute, this time tomorrow around 7 a.m., we could be dealing with some rain trying to exit the area. So more rain on top of the 1 to 2 inches of rain that areas in the northern panhandles have already experienced already. We could, as we head into Wednesday, temperatures try to rebound closer to where they should be for this time of year, closer to the 90-degree mark. But we could see additional isolated storms try and fire up as this area of low pressure and cold front moves south. That's going to change our wind direction as we head into the end of this week, but it'll take a little while for cooler air to try and seep in here. Now, how much additional rain are we actually talking when we time all this out? Well, our weather model, as we look at it now, it's over the next 2 days is trying to say that we can pick up anywhere between a half inch to close to an inch of rain, especially in some of our northern counties there. Some of the areas that are have been highest impacted by the rain we've already seen. As a result, our highest concern for flooding would be in some of those areas highlighted in yellow. Our medium risk for excessive rainfall, mainly for portions of Union County and our northeastern counties, including Hemphill, Lipscomb, as well as Beaver County as well. As we head into Wednesday, that concern is going to move further north over into portions of Colorado, Kansas, and even portions of Oklahoma. We could have a lower threat for some flooding, especially in some of our Oklahoma panhandles counties, but overall, nothing really to be too concerned about as we head into Wednesday. However, as we take a look with the additional rainfall over the next 6 to 10 days, the Climate Prediction Center is indicating that we can have a 50% chance of above normal precipitation just with our overall changing weather pattern, which, I mean, we've already had a surplus in certain areas of the amount of rain that we should be receiving for this time of year. However, get used to these cooler conditions because as we close out August and head into September, though that fall like feeling might still be around with having a 50% chance of below normal temperatures as well. Going back to the rain, how much additional rain could we actually pick up over the next 5 days? The Weather Prediction Center is indicating we could pick up anywhere between a half inch to upwards of 2.5 inches of rain. Likely this may change and modify as we get a little bit closer and a better understanding of what that might look like. Taking a look at our highs today, while I have us at 73 for Amarillo, I do think that's one of the more optimistic views of our temperatures for today. I do think we might fall just short of that, maybe near 70 as a high for today. But overall, you're getting a good scheme of things. The farther north and east you are, the cooler you'll be. Perryton, 64 degrees as a high temperature for today. Guyman, Canadian, Pampa, both 65 as well. But the farther south you are, the warmer you'll be. Paducah, Portales, Clovis, you're going to be spared of some of the cooler temperatures that we'll be dealing with, but no doubt you'll still be dealing with some cloud cover, although you might shake it a bit earlier than the rest of us. Taking a look at your lows for tonight, it's going to be fair. Again, can't rule out some storminess, especially the farther north you are over portions of our Oklahoma panhandles and our northern counties here in the Texas panhandle as well. And even Union County as well can cash in on some of the additional rain. Temperatures, though, cooler. Gonna bottom out in the 50s in some places. 57 for Dalhart, 59 in Dumas, Amarillo, and Vega, 60s across the board for Pampa, Shamrock. Warmer spots like Paducah and Childress, of course, 64 degrees as a low temperature. Taking a look at your 7-day tracker, you will notice cooler conditions today with the overcast, cooler conditions. I know you might get confused and feel like you're living in the Pacific Northwest, but we're still in the Amarillo today with our highs going to be close to the 70-degree mark with all that cloud cover. Temperatures tomorrow, however, rebound closer to where we should be near the 90-degree mark. As we head into Thursday, we keep the 80s around, but as we head into the weekend, stormy conditions try and return, but cooler temperatures as we head into next week are likely possible. I hope you all remain weather aware, staying dry out there, staying warm with these cooler conditions around. Hope to see you for our midday show at 11 a.m. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.